So who is at fault? Putin or Zelensky? Well, this video is not going to answer that, but what this video is going to do is it's going to tell you why it doesn't really matter. We always seem to hyper-fixate on who is at fault in a conflict without actually thinking about the fact that the conflict is the problem. It's not who caused it, it's not who's benefiting from it, it's who is suffering from it, and who is suffering from it is the civilians on both sides. So, to the question I myself asked, it doesn't matter, at least in my opinion. Now, obviously, it can matter depending on what you care about. If what you care about is seeing your enemies lose or seeing your country reign supreme, then yeah, it may matter who emerges victorious or who is the one that initiates the issues. Yes, sure. But if you want to say that you actually genuinely care about the people of your country, which, by the way, a country is nothing without its people, just like a football team is nothing without its fans, a video game is nothing without its players, a movie is nothing without the people who watch it, its audience. A country is nothing without its citizens, without its civilians. Without the civilians, it wouldn't be a country, it would just be a landmass. The country is a human construct. It's how we define our borders, how we define our jurisdictions. That's why countries exist, because we decided we don't all want to live under the same ruling with the same laws and the same methods. The reality is that if we truly care about the humanity in general, by the way, because the world is becoming more and more prone to a serious risk of a large-scale conflict, any method of destruction is becoming far easier to access with the advance of cybernetics, AI, artificial intelligence, and the world becoming increasingly more connected and gaining increasingly more access to the online and the virtual world. So not only is this causing more polarization and hatred, but it's actually making it ever more so important that we work to minimize conflicts. And what do I say? Here's what I say. It doesn't matter who's at fault in a conflict. We need to be able to understand that we need to do whatever it takes to minimize the destruction and to end the conflict, even if it makes us feel uncomfortable in our righteousness. Because, okay, you can say, I'm always going to do the right thing, I'm always going to pick the right side. But the reality is, there won't be a side if the conflict escalates. And that kind of thinking, whether we like it or not, and I fall into it as well, does make conflicts worse. What we need to do to reduce these issues, to see more ceasefires, to see fewer conflicts. Because, mind you, the population is like the demographic of a country is a key component in conflicts. When leaders see that their population wants them to do what they're doing, it gives them far more incentive to do so. I mean, one example for this is where a lot of the Indian population was encouraging its government to attack Pakistan, which, by the way, I don't agree with for the reasons I just said. But yeah, I think that's a major issue, and that's why I'm saying, not because we have to be scared, but because we actually want to see an improvement in the world, we need to be able to distinguish between this person is doing the wrong thing, but it does not mean that we need to make the situation worse. We can be intelligent and we can diffuse the situation. It's not called being weak, it's called having a utilitarian perspective, looking at the greater good. Do we think it's better to say, yes, we fought for our country, but we lost and the world is now in destruction? Or we're actually fostering a better and more sustainable future? And how will that be reached? Through understanding.